about your journey, na? You said you said 10 years you've been around. So tell me a little, like, what were the auditions those days and the auditions you flunked? Did you flunk because of some nepo kid got better of you, or did you come because somebody else gave a recommendation?
I think वो time तो अभी आया है.
तो उस time पे क्या था?
उस time पे तो I think that time it's been 11 years now. I'll complete 11 years in March now.
Wow.
At that time, I think it was just about very similar to what the instinct I got into Neeraj, because me, my sister, and my mom, we came here in like Punjab Mail with like a suitcase and had no idea where to go. So we took up this one place in rent in Malad, and then it was just about going day by day, just figuring it out, trying to get to know people, trying to also at that time, it was a lot different than it is now. Would happen and there'd be random WhatsApp groups
in Aramnagar.
Yeah, in Aramnagar and Mahada, and wherever you'd see a crowd, you'd know that okay, यहाँ पे कुछ audition हो रहा है, so you stand in the line and you see what.
So were there any big films that you lost out on, like which you can talk about?
The first few film auditions started around. I had tested for that A.R. Rahman musical, 99 songs. And I had tested for Man Marziyan, but Man Marziyan was the first one that I got very close to, because I had a meeting with Anurag sir, and then of course everything changed, and then Taapsee came in, and then eventually Vicky came in. So, but Man Marziyan was my first taste of that. Oh, something's happening. And once I guess you get in a room with Anurag Kashyap after giving an audition, you feel like okay, kuch to sahi kiya hoga. And of course, Shanu ma'am, I met her when I was 18 and I tested for this one film. I have no idea which one. But that also went marginally well, I guess. I don't know. But I was actually very happy because she called me like a week ago. She just binge watched Call Me Bae a lot later than everyone else. And she didn't have to call me. No one. But she called me and she spent those 10 minutes in her day to just tell me about what she thought about the show, what she thought about my character, and I was incredibly touched. I was like, wow, thank you, because I hadn't spoken to her in so long, and I thought that I haven't seen her in so long, so how do I didn't even have a number actually, so I kind of got the feeling, I don't know if she's pissed at me or did I do something, but then she called me and then I was like, oh, great, amazing, but yeah, I think these things kind of sort of make you feel like, okay, the journey's been worth it.
Well, how do you keep up the power dynamics, isko SMS karo, are yaar, ye party. Today it's all about who's got Instagram numbers, so sometimes brands approach them.
Yeah.
So does that really take away from the purity ki नेटवर्किंग भी करना पड़ता है, PR भी करना पड़ता है, इसको भी अच्छे से बात कर लो, इसको so there is a lot that goes behind, which is unnecessary, I think, because I come from a very different generation.
For sure.
But now it is what it is, right?
It is what it is. Again, you can either fight it or you can swim with the sharks, as they say. But I feel like also in my life, I think a lot of things have happened because I've been a little out there, or I do make an effort to talk to people and get to know them. I remember our thing happened in 2017, 2018 it came out. That, what was that, the feature in Filmfare? I remember you used to call it Hottie of the Month. I don't know what.
Yeah, Hottie, that Hottie page.
I don't know what the feature is called. But so I remember that. Rahul had just sent me another, a few months ago, that, remember this happened 6-7 years ago. I was like, wow, time has just flown. So, so many things have just happened because I make that effort to sort of get to know people and reach out. And class also happened because of that. Because I was so pushy about the fact that, at least test me. At least see my audition or get me in the room. Let make me talk to the director. Call Me Bae again.
Call Me Bae, you didn't want to play a bad boy because you've done...
No, I was not a bad boy.
And Ananya said you have to do it.
No.
Yes?
I was offered the other part. I was offered Aggie's part.
Vihan's part.
Yeah. So, but then that, shades of something I've done again. So I told Colin that, I'm not sure. And Ananya was like, no, Neil. Like, she put in my ear that, you should pitch for Neil. So I told Colin, I was like, I'm happy to do the part if you give me Neil. But that time someone else was doing it. So he was like, yeah, but I saw you as Aggie, but let me think, let me think. And then it just went away for, I think, a month. And then eventually he was like, will you do it? I was like, yeah, of course, done. But of course, I had no idea it would be what it is.
See, when you join a place like Dharma and all, obviously it comes with a certain privilege. So has that helped you to get better roles, better work? Has that like fast tracked your career in any way?
I mean, of course it does. But I also feel like it's a catch 22, not anymore, because now, of course, Call Me By has come out and like things have again picked up, and also Class before. But when you spoke about the launch, normally I don't talk about it. But I think when that was happening and the whole air around it, and then it going happening, not happening, happening again, not happening. So I think that those 2 years was so confusing because
You're talking about Bhedadak.
Bedhadak, and before that was another film.
Oh,
Yeah,
two
which
films
which
of
we
yours.
shot half of it. Yeah, so that we shot half, and then that got shelved because then the director wanted that, oh no, like these guys are good, so let's make a bigger movie. But then that bigger movie also.
So what does all this do to your mental health? Like how
I
do
mean,
you
of
don't you feel
course.
vulnerable? How do you steel yourself?
We remember talking about this. I think you were telling me that my energy was off. You texted me. So I think that like all those things were because of that. Of course I went down and under, and there was, and you can tell that like there are things, and people are talking, and like what could have been, what should have been, and all those things of. In fact, my mom also, my mom also would say, what is happening, and what are you doing next? And in her innocent mind, she's normally asking a question, but in my life, I am sitting here with 100 questions of कि क्या हो क्या रहा है, क्या कर रहा हूँ मैं, next क्या है, and what is going down, what is coming up. So and I would snap at her also at that point, that I was like, like, stop asking me, please don't ask me, because when I know and when I'm doing something, I'll tell you apne aap. And actually that's till today, like I don't tell them, my sister or my mom, until I actually sign on the dotted line or I start shooting, or like I know that okay, this will 100% happen for sure. uh, but at that time, I think the privilege, of course, because clout and people talking that, oh, he's getting a Dharma launch and all that stuff. But I think the only fallback is that because the film wasn't happening, a lot of people that were considering me for certain parts would not, it would never reach me, only because they would think that, अरे वो तो launch हो रहा है, वो क्यों करेगा? Yeah, like the smaller films or the mid-level films, that they would already take my name out, because they would be like, but कि mandate होगा कि वो तो launch हो रहा है, वो launch की wait करेगा, उसके बाद अगर करेगा तो ठीक है. So I think that 2.5 year long period, everything just went like a domino effect, tuck 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 tuck.